researchers, you need to develop your strength by understanding your weakness. You need to develop your strength by understanding your weakness. I hope you get me. So when I met Doug, because I was interested in research, he talked to me about it. We were happy. So unfortunately, God had to take my supervisor away and replace him with Dr. Boison. And in fact, if I hadn't met Dr. Boison, I would have been screwed up to now. Dealing with Dr. Boison, he was very, when you know him as a friend, just a friend, he's a very nice man. When you know him as a supervisor, he's very stubborn. And he used to stress me a lot. Nothing you do will he appreciate. And he will press you as if he wants to break you. But as for him, if you want to do whatever you want to do, he will leave you to it. But if you are ready to learn, you won't take it easy. He will talk to you, laugh with you, talk about everything. But he will always press you. I quite remember working on my MSc dissertation with the Coventry University, the things he was asking me to do, even current lecturers, associate professor, and one professor said that, this is just master level. You are not, he said, no, go and develop a concept. Go and develop this. Draw something. Let this one have, these variables have effect. Show us in diagrams. It's not anybody who will take time to read all through. Or if the person reads through, the person can look at the diagram. Pictures speak volumes. I could sit down 9 p.m. and go to bed the following day 9 p.m. The following day, 9 a.m. All because I'll be reading, taking this from here, taking that from here, taking this from here. I got to it, I was like, Papa will cry, only the casa nice. But when it comes to deliver, BB and so many. One time I sat down, by the time I woke up, my feet were swollen. I don't know if he still has the photos on his WhatsApp. I took photos and sent. I said, Dog, he said, okay, you come over, we will show you. I went there, this man didn't mind me. He just said, go and do it. Anyway, I pressed on. Then after that, I came to UK to do MRS with my PhD together. And I got sick along the line, which I almost lost my life. Doctor gave me 20% chance of survival, but hey, here I am. And I was in coma for 43 days. That's why around this period, last 2 years, I was in ICU in Victoria Hospital, Kirkcaldy, Scotland. And I was in coma for 43 days. So God giving me back my life. I've taken this period for sober reflection and prayers. Yeah. So that's why I'm doing the 43 days. So that's it. But when I came back from the hospital, when I was discharged, and I could move my hands, I couldn't walk, but when physio came and I could move my hands, I could use my phone. I went to my phone and I found out that a lot of emails from Coventry, from TQM, blah, blah, blah. So I had to reply and say, you are supposed to give a valedictory speech. You are the overall best this, overall best that, overall best this. Hey. But overall best student, I've had it before, so it wasn't really nothing new. But what really, about all the awards, what really moved me was overall best thesis, student. And I was very excited when the marks that Dr. Boison gave me, the Coventry guys gave me, I think three or four. Don't give me 78 or something. And the Coventry people gave me 82, 84. So that was it. And based on that, it has really helped me when I had to change department at the university UCL. Those of you who know UCL, I don't know how what's the ranking now. By the time I was coming, that was 2020. They were the 8th best university in the world. And my department was the first ranking when it comes to crime science, when it comes to security and crime science in the world. And Steve, the department I am now, ranked 3rd in the world at that time. So getting admission into UCL was another thing. Those of you who want to do your PhD, when you apply your PhD, when you have even the best proposal, during the interview, if you are really up for PhD as a research student, it will show in your interview. It was during my interview then I realized that the things I've learned from Dr. Boison really helped. Because if you want to do PhD, they want to know if you understand research, various concepts and methodologies, how you want to go about it. You have to defend why you choose that way. You have to explain. And Doc told me something. This one I haven't told him. He told me that any theory that you come across, get to the gurus in that field, both pass and carrot, and see the trend, how they have used that theory. And I quite remember when I was coming to the UK, I applied to 15 universities. And I got answers from 12. And I did 11 interviews. And I had 8 offers. I zeroed it down to 3 universities. And these 3, I zeroed it down, was Oxford. Can you imagine? Oxford, UCL, and Royal Holloway University of London. But when the Oxford department saw that I've gotten admission at UCL, they advised me that, well, UCL, for that area of research, UCL is the best. That's why I went to UCL. Yeah. But the things I learned I didn't have opportunity to join this group of researchers that Doug is doing to you now. But I got my understanding from personal relationship with him, and it has helped me. Putting academic aside, if you move with Dr. Boison, I will say this in peace. If we meet and we are discussing something sensible, you can have intelligent discourse with people, not just ordinary people, with top people. In fact, when you stand to talk, any subject at all, Dr. Boison will encourage you, Kwabena, anything you lay your hands on, read. Anything you lay hands on, read. Anything you lay hands on, read. And I'm not good at always. There are people who are very committed, reading research papers every day. I'm not that good. I even have a book review on Wednesday, and I haven't opened the book till now. But things that I find it interesting in research, I'll read. I'll read from head to toe. I watch more of documentaries. I listen to debates. I watch conferences. If you see my Netflix account, I've watched more documentaries than movies. If you see my Amazon movie account, I've watched more documentaries than anything. There's more documentaries, more of news, so that you are always abreast with time and current trends. I don't know if all of you are students, and there's a platform that Dr. David has put together to really guide you. I would like to say that even if you want to end your education at the master's level, that's fantastic. And you don't want to take it any further, that's fantastic. But the training you will receive, you realize that even if you stand with your peers to talk, people will know the difference. With him, I think unless you are not ready to learn, and unless you are not serious, he can stress you, but that's fine. If he's not happy, he will tell you, but that's fine. At times he can ignore you. He wouldn't pick your course, but that's fine. If he doesn't pick my course, before you realize I'm in his house, and you go there, maybe you may know, oh, you should have called me. I just left. I would have let you, yeah, but I'll still pursue you because I know my career path. I know what I want to do and be in future, and I'll go for it. So on this bombshell, you're going to have a very bumpy ride with him, but just be serious. You'll be sorted. I'll break here. Any questions?
So Afrik, Kwabena, I thought you were going to tell your experience, but I think you've turned the 10 and I've been the center for the discussion. If I knew.
No, my experience, is it my experience about school?
I'm saying that what the camera anatomy so. They make an audience here.
What do you hear his experience with Coventry?
But I'm saying that I mean what he's saying that's fine. The fact that he's giving you the transition. Kwabena is as it were, is a younger brother, and one thing he has just said, which I really remember, he came to me. In fact, where I'm seated, Kwabena mete summer hat nasi. That was where I got angry with him. Okay, and then at a point in time, I think that Kwabena thought that I had a problem with the brain small because I did not understand almost everything. In fact, he was the first guy, and Kwabena is very bold because we relate more like brothers, but when it comes to research, it's a different thing. He was able to tell me his mind. He was angry and all that, but for me, like I said yesterday, I was telling Aisha to if I see that you are drowning, I don't care what you do, I'll still save you. So that's what actually that happened. But there are things that he's saying for the first time I'm hearing, okay, about issues about theory and all that. But now this is a supply Lean and 6 Sigma class, right? So they are not researchers, but they are also doing their research. They'll be doing their thesis. The rank of the schools that you applied and then they accepted they gave you the admission. It's very admirable to hear that Coventry was in the list and you are being rated. Your school is being rated third in the world as we speak. So it's good to hear this. It's very refreshing to hear this, and I would ask members to, if they have questions, you can ask Kwabena, and then we can take it up from there. I think he's on his way to church. If we can take some maybe 5 minutes questions.
Doc,
anything you want to ask him? Yeah, yes.
Doc, please, are they all Coventry students?
They are all Coventry students. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was your research group or something.
No,
Anyway.
no, this Coventry students.
Okay. For my...
These are, yeah. In fact, most of them are your engineers. They are doing.
Oh, okay. You know, one thing I've in fact, I must congratulate them for the choice they have done.
Okay.
Because for academic progression, forget even about academic progression. When you meet people, even here, and let's say you mention any other school. In fact, okay, it's a school, but you know, we have schools and we have schools. There is some kind of acceptance when you go to schools like Coventry. I'm telling you, because in the world, what is in Ghana? What is the top ranked university in Ghana?
UCC.
Even
University of Ghana.
KNUST. KNUST, dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put their rankings together and just pitch it against Coventry in terms of international recognition. Are you hearing me? I have a guy who came here with something for a certificate, Legon and what's the name? Gimpa. And he did a post-diploma in education, child education. Can you imagine that the two masters he carried from Ghana, if he's going to look for a job, they don't see it's like he hasn't gone to school. The only certificate he has is a post-dip.
Wow.
So if you are in Ghana, if your focus is Ghana, Africa, you're okay. That one, you can even go to take your master's from anywhere. But if your scope is international, then choosing Coventry, I think, is better. That's all I want to say.
All right.
Any question?
Some few questions. Kojo Youngson has something to say. Charlie, the ladies ask question. Oh, Amma, you are asking me too many questions. So you should ask question. Is Amma around?
Hello, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a question for Kwabena, who is my brother. I mean, he's my big brother. I'm happy to see him again. It's been a while. But then I wanted to ask him, so during his time of schooling, was he also working or it was like fully full-time schooling?
No, I was.
And if he was working, I mean, how was the experience? How was he doing his stuff? Thank you.
Okay, I think I was working, but then I was doing the evening class. So you do 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out. I wasn't doing the weekend because ministry and stuff. My weekend is fast, and I don't also sleep early. So as I told you, I use my weakness to develop my strength. I don't sleep early, so the evening was perfect. And I could even learn overnight. I can learn till 8 a.m., then rest in the afternoon as I go and follow my businesses and end up at school. Yeah, so that's how I did it.
Any more questions? Eunice,
Yeah,
Anna.
Doc.
Hey, Monkasa.
Doc, I want to ask Kwabena, what was the turning point for him, like during his time in Coventry? What made him decide to go into research? Because I believe you didn't start, I don't know, but then did you start your MSc in order to start your research, like career, or maybe it was for your enhancement of your certificate and then you decide to go into research? Like, what was the turning point for you?
Okay, to me, I always say that there are few careers in life that you can only retire if you choose to. Number one, being a black cab driver in London. You don't retire, you die. Anyway, that's just by the way. But careers like being a doctor, being a lawyer, you can practice till you die. And if you become academician, if you become a lecturer, you know, even as I'm talking to you, next week after our school break, a lecturer is coming for one day. And if I tell you the amount of money he has charged the school, you know how old he is now. He's 86-year-old man. Do you get me? So to me, my turning point was like, if whatever I'm doing, I want to back something down that, in fact, when everything fails, I can rely on it. So that was my motivation. And I think when I met Doug, we spoke about it. And Doug spoke, I said, at times when you meet people and you are just a human, you're engaging with staff and stuff. When people know that you have a PhD, they have a different kind of the way they look at you. So to me, that was it. That was my motivation. I hope I've answered you.
Yeah. So we have Dennis and then Opoku Abebi Obefi. Please, if you want to ask a question, just raise your hand so that we can manage the time. Right. I need one more lady. I think Dillis should ask a question. Dillis and Amma. So, yeah. So, Dennis, go ahead.
Kwabena.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie, you are fully packed, though. I mean, you are fully packed. I mean,
thank you.
Yes, and also I could also see that maybe financially you were very strong.
Only where?
Ose.
Only where?
No, only when you can other schools near there. No, I mean.
He will tell you the secrets. You don't need to have too much money. Yes.
Is that?
I said you don't need to have too much money, as you are thinking.
You know, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. As I'm talking to you, you can meet a professor who has been giving money for research and he doesn't have students. There are 2 Ghanaian students who have done their PhD in Scotland. I don't want to mention names. All their PhD that they did, it was fully funded. But they had to search. Let me tell you something. When I was sick, okay, it affected my visa and my stay. So I had to technically come to Ghana and reapply for extension here and there. And it was going to cost a lot of money. The new department that I'm moving to, they don't know me, that I was moving to. When I came to Ghana, they sent me £3,000 to support me to come back. If I what did the American say? They gave me 3,000 pounds to support me. That all man for Cassandra here with this department.
Serious.
All right.
And there are scholarships around. Maybe some other time we can talk about it.
Okay. So Opoku Abebio Befi.
Yes, please. So Sebi, you said you read engineering and management at Coventry. So my question is, per your experience, or practically, how has the knowledge you acquired in engineering helped you? How have you used it in your professional life? And personally, looking at all the models we've done, I personally appreciate lean and quality more, because something like supply chain, because I was new to it, so it will take me a while to be able to understand and to practice it, and I don't see where I will apply it yet. So personally, when you did the engineering management, so how did you apply the knowledge you acquired, in which models, per your experience, would you say we can focus on, and it will take us far? Yeah.
Okay, to me, I would say that I don't know the lectures who are there now, but the way some of the models are taught actually has a way of influencing a student's interest in that area or not. A lot of people, when they sat at Dr. Boyson's class, they had different perspectives. And one man who taught us human resource, Mr. Saha, another fantastic man. And I did Mr. Saha's class before Dr. Boyson's class. And Mr. Saha ignited my passion in human resource. So coming to Dr. Boyson's class actually helped me shape my topic, which was assessing human resource risk associated with engineering projects in Ghana. So at times, how the model conveys, if they are good, they can switch your interest in that subject area. So to me, these models have really influenced me in a way. But after that, there was COVID. After that, I had to come to, come to school. So I wouldn't say that I went to the field and this has been the practical application of what I have learned. But then, all the things I've learned, especially in the area of lean management, quality, and human resource, actually reflect in the things I do academically. Next question, please.
Okay, so Dilante wanted to say something. I think that will be the last. Dillis, do you have a question, Amma? I think Dillis has asked, yeah? Ken, yeah.
Yes, please. I want to ask him, what is the brain behind moving from engineering to crime scene? And he's chosen Ghana as a case study, if he can share with us.
He wants to become the president. I think.
As I'm telling, it will go a long way to also answer the question what the other guy asked, whether it has to do with the money I had or whatever. At times, opportunity can also pave a way for you to change course. Okay? If you are going to a department, for instance, my new department is science, technology, engineering, and public policy. Okay? And my research now is technology adoption, and diffusion of innovation, or innovation diffusion. if you are going to a department where they need you so much based on your background and they are ready to send you 3,000 pounds to come, please, will you go or you stay in Ghana? So what I'm saying is, at times, opportunities, when you search for opportunities and you get those opportunities, it has a way of shaping your course. I'm somebody, I don't make tentative plans. I'm always available for new opportunities. And when they happen, I take them. So for instance, are you also an engineering student?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Tell me about your background. What did you do your first degree?
Electrical engineering.
From where?
Regent University.
And you are doing master's in engineering and management?
Project management.
You are doing project management?
Yes, please.
Okay. And where do you work?
BNI.
He didn't want to mention, but he has no option.
Okay. So you are BNI, you have this background. You have this background. Please tell me, if you get opportunity to do a research, okay, in maybe nanotechnology, or even that one is closer, to do okay, from a security and crime science perspective, to do research into gang residues, okay?
Yeah.
How to determine crime, investigate crime using gun residues for crime associated with gun violence. And there's money available. Will you go or you want to go and work at ECD?
Oh, I will go.
I've answered your question.
Thank you.
I'm a Hackman.
Sir, okay, my question was asked by I think Jackson, but I want to find out from him, like, what kept him going amidst the frustrations and all that, because sometimes you be tired, because you are working and you have to school, you are tired, you want to really have the time to research, read, yet it's like you are tired. You even put on your laptop, you start reading and you are gone and all that. Like, I want to find how did he manage all this and keep pushing for it?
Amma, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Please, when you get tired, have enough rest, close the laptop, sleep very well. And when you get up, you get more energy like never before.
Okay.
Okay, remember, I couldn't finish the second part of my term. I was in coma.
Yeah.
I came back. They gave me ample time, though there was pressure. Even that led to the changing of my department here. There was a challenge there. But I came back and finished with another distinction. I took it one step at a time. If I'm tired, I'm tired. I'm not robot. But one thing is, when you need to manage your time, you put in more so that you have time to rest. I think that works better than, oh, mama no time but mama 2 hours. 2 hours in yana utonku. It's wasted. One, you didn't get enough sleep. Two, the time you wasted to learn, you didn't even understand what you learned.
Yeah.
So it's better for you to sleep earlier than 2 hours, and you have ample rest. You have energy to sit down and grasp whatever you are learning for 6 hours.
All right. So, Kwabena,
Thank you.
just Nilante, you should be the last person. Yeah.
No.
To Afrik, then you also speak and then withdraw the
Okay,
curtain.
so I'll conclude and then withdraw. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Doc, for the opportunity. Kwabena, very insightful talk. Please, in terms of research and getting funding from Coventry, for those of us who may be interested in following, your path, I'm sure Doc will give us a lot of reference if need be to further it. But in terms of areas we can get funding for research. I'll be grateful if you throw more light on that. I know maybe artificial intelligence will be one of the areas, but from your experience with Coventry, which areas can we have funding and supervisors, to pursue further studies? Thanks.
With Coventry, now, you want to pursue further studies after Coventry? Is that what you mean?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And you're thinking of funding and stuff?
Yes, please. An area of interest there.
Anyway, that one will be for another. But let me tell you, that will be for another day. Then we explore some of the areas. But in a nutshell, let me give you this. The first thing that makes funding easier is your academic performance. It's your academic performance. Because if somebody gets extension in Coventry and somebody has merit and they are looking for one to pick, this is academic world. It's not politics. They will definitely go for the first class students. Please, do you get me?
Yes, please. Thank you.
When I applied for the PhD, the Coventry results were provisional. They used my first degree, the first class I had at the University of Hertfordshire, to give me admission to PhD. So I got a letter from Coventry stating my provisional results. But the award letter came based on the first class I've had. So for funding, they are looking for intelligent students, and you can only show intelligence by your academic performance. So I would say that better put in, even in Coventry, I got 2 supervisors in Coventry, but one moved. Even in Coventry, I started looking for them, my area of research, who can supervise me. I got 2, one Nigerian woman and one Pakistani lecturer. But he moved to University of Northumbria in Newcastle. And he went there and said that he goes with his students. So he been applying for PhD. My first offer came from University of Northumbria. Okay. By that lecture, I got from Coventry because he had seen my performance.
All right. So Afrik.
Yeah. All right. Kwabena, I think this is a good time to talk to you. First of all, have you taken this course we have with Doc, that is 6Sigma?
Okay. Yeah, I have taken it.
Okay. So in your remembrance or in your relationship with Doc, is it about 6Sigma or the research component that is supervised?
6Sigma, I think he came to stand in for Dr. Yorsen, but he taught us lean management. So it was the lean class that he got. And in fact, let me tell you, what Dr. Boison taught me has stayed with me till now. Do you get me? Just like what Mr. Saha also taught me. Human resource, it has stayed with me till now.
Okay.
And
yeah,
if he's taking you fully on 6Sigma and quality, Dr. Boison Chawadiana one theater, and then there are 2 munasus in the areas.
I get it. Because the reason why I'm drawing all of this is, because you are dealing with him on 6Sigma, and then he decided to bring you in. So I think Doc initially wanted you to probably situate your conversation around this rather than, I think, the research more. But in all, you did justice to it, and I think we're grateful for all the points that you touched on. Thank you.
Doc, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Doc will come to class. I don't know whether he still does it. And he will encourage the class. I always tell him that when we come out of his class, he said, because the encouragement, the zeal for you to explore opportunities, you know, to me, it goes a long way to help someone more than coming to teach. So will interject all his teaching with encouragement, using current issues, talking about politics, challenging you in your field. Master, like who pay free class now? Why no who feel is all Rambo? You get it? So practically understanding what he's teaching is not an issue at all. You get it? There are some lectures that come to class, and apart from what is written in the slide, on country BM. Are you getting it? But somebody can make a point and relate it to something you can easily relate to. I'm a spiritual, I'm a Christian, I'm a preacher. Let me use an example. Jesus Christ came from heaven to teach us the kingdom of God. But anytime Jesus Christ is talking about the kingdom of God, he said that the kingdom of God is like, then he will use something that people can relate to illustrate what the kingdom of God is like, so that you will understand it more. Do you get me? So the encouragement and the things and how he relates to, you know, I don't know whether he has changed, but his style of teaching will make what you are learning take more. And even it's not about what you are learning. It's about what will you do after what you have learned is done. Then I'll be push your 6Sigma now. But this man is able to take you out of the class, give you a new perspective of the world out there and how you can make impact.
Kwabena, we can identify. We told Doc.
Yeah. Doc, please, it's Equi on the line.
Equi Amakua, he's here.
Please, I'm here.
Equi, I don't know already.
Sentia.
Andrea, she asked me if I was the one. Doc, Equi is a sister.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. We are arranging for a guy for her anyway. So if
okay,
she's your sister, that's fine.
We know who to pay the accountancy account to.
Now that Kwabena has come in, now people want to show up. You see, opportunities. They want to show up. No problem. I didn't know.
How are you finding the class?
Oh, it's very interesting, very insightful. I'm really learning new things because I've been the social science, so I'm learning a lot of manufacturing and engineering stuff here, and Doc is really helping us, encouraging us. So it's very insightful. I'm happy to.
Even now, most of the academic researches that is coming out, even from the scientific backgrounds, you know, even from strong engineering field, they are all attaching their research to social sciences, because every innovation that comes out, NIPA nebe use, and NIPA are social beings. You see, so most of the even research opportunities now is more about applying science to social sciences. So I think when you learn this, if you want to go further, you can blend the two.
Yes.
So Kwabena, thank you so much for the compliment and thank you for your time. I think you are the first guy who told me that I've smoked weed. And, and also told the class that anytime you guys come out of the class, it appears that you have smoked weed. But I think that You remember the very day I picked you from Sakumono to the school? I think that was actually the day we had time. We spoke on research about 1.5 hours or 2 hours because there was traffic in town and all that. And for me, that was the turnaround. That's where I saw that I'm not surprised what I'm seeing, because I really saw someone who is motivated intuitively to learn. And yesterday I was at Ima Ahmedi's wedding. He also told me, I think 2017, for him, he told me that he didn't say I smoked weed. He says that I have a problem with the brain. Okay. So he and then one Arnold, one fantastic guy. Ima had his wedding yesterday. And I remember, I think I'll send you the video. He also came, I recorded like this. So Traffic, I'll send you. Very young guy, under 30 years, has taken all the awards and then is an engineer, blah, blah, blah. He just got married. He is now heading one MTN, one aspect of their operations in Africa, but he has his, what do you call it, office here. So Kwabena is one, this guy, Ima Ahmedi, and then there's one guy, Kwabena, after you, there was another guy, Calvin, who has also applied for a PhD program outside the country. In fact, he's doing a second master's before the PhD, I think somewhere in Canada, also doing something relating to artificial intelligence and all that. Then there are several other people. These are guys that I was looking forward to see them grow, and so I'm in contact with them. There's some work I have to do with Kwabena, which is good. But to say that to see you guys taking advantage of the opportunities and then, I mean, just progressing, it makes me happy, right? Because for some of us, we have to decrease for you guys to increase. So, I mean, keep it up. And it's good that you have given this encouragement to these people. If we knew that day that we were doing all this, the day you came to the house, you got angry. That day, I realized that if I was closer to you, you would have even slapped me. Got angry. I said I will not agree. Giddy, giddy, giddy. And then Kwabena left. He called me. I didn't pick, and then came to my house also to meet me. And then we had to settle the issue. But at the end of the day, we saw the hard work we did. At the end of the day, the success that came from it. So I know Ekuamwa, I'm supervising you. Amwakwa, I'm supervising you, right?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. And we just had a typical, you were on the platform when Ruby also had the issue.
Yes.
And Ruby has emerged as the overall best student in terms of the presentation, had 86. But Ruby fought with me 4 days before the presentation, just because I wanted to save her. She didn't realize that. But yesterday, she also came, Ashatu is here, also came to help someone, tell the person that go and read you the work because it's going to help you. So guys, I've shared Kwabna's number you can reach out to him. Now he's a little bit busy. We need to put something together, but reach out to him. Maybe what you guys can do, I can pull all these guys together. I'll give you their numbers, and you can all be on the same platform or have their numbers. If you need anything from them, they can assist. And the good thing is that these guys they are disciplined. When I say disciplined, when it comes to academia and what they do, they are very, very disciplined. And they are also free givers, okay? So Kwabena, thank you so much for your time. Let's reconvene probably after church to resolve the issues that are outstanding. So when you close, let's do that. Afrik, thank you also for your time. So Kwabena, you can leave.
Okay.
Guys, what do you tell
Kwabena,
them?
on behalf of the class, Kwabena, we thank you so much on behalf of the class, and we'll reach out to you as and when.
Okay.
So,
And Doc, maybe some other time you do those who want to progress.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
And, and see how our little experience we can help. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kwabena. So to Afrik, I think that today is the last day. So
yes, Doc.
Let's to put their videos on. Let's take a picture on the screen. If your address is not good, don't go and take makeup. I mean,
Doc, you didn't tell the ladies in time to do their makeup.
No, have they complained? Are you a lady, to Afrik?
Okay, let me mark register. You that don't show your face, -5.
Tofik, but Doc has not given you the power now. So relax, man. Relax.
Doc is giving me the power. If you don't show your face, -5, especially the ladies -10.
But Tofik, we are going to meet again. Also, let's do that when we are meeting.
We can do that.
Yes, let's do that when we are meeting again.
So let's do that when we meet,
Yes, sir.
Yes, Doc.
Yes,
Doc.
Yes, Doc.
But you, Tofik, your video is not on.
Oh, Doc. I did my. Okay, then let's see.
Yes, so that will do makeup.
And man in makeup.
Tofik, your face be familiar.
Yeah, he's a politician.
I can't listen.
We meet for some chasing or something.
Hey,
be very. When I said chasing, I'm more cancer for
Chasing business.
Tofik, why?
I don't talk anything.
Oh, are they like?
Okay,
here?
Guys. So communicate to me when you want us to do the question and answer. I'm going to send the questions. I've taken a lot from you guys, and so from your group, we are going to change the way questions are being asked. I normally do that with some groups, but I'm fortunate to have you guys, so we'll do that. And that's going to change the paradigm. The marking scheme is going to be different, but we are going to discuss this. I don't think it makes sense to hide questions from students because, I mean, these are practical things that they need to apply. So you're going to see them yourselves. It's not going to be any